Today is October 13th, 2011. This is what we did in class. First, we took notes. This slide and this slide. This slide is really talking about the changes that are challenging the traditional way of life for Mexicans. Before anybody gets too upset, this part here we didn't even talk about in class. We usually had talked about some corruption that happened, especially on the police force and things like that. And I've spoken to my brother-in-law, and he's a police officer, so I just kind of poke fun at him and his profession as he does mine. So don't take offense to that. Nothing serious was intended at all. And like I said, we didn't even talk about it in class. We just talked about it here in this YouTube cast. So changes to traditional way of life. Then we skipped all of this part about the regions. Looked at changes in Mexico because of NAFTA, really focusing on these two. The politics and the significance of this election in 2000. The current president. And then each of these four challenges for Mexico. Each of these challenges for Mexico, you have to list and explain each for the test that'll be in a couple of weeks. Then in Central America, for Central America, we looked at colonization and the similarities between the colonization of Central America and Mexico. Also similarities between the independence movements of Central America in the 1820s and the first independence movement of Mexico in 1810. And then after independence, the role of the United States. When that was done, I gave them instructions on Latin American dictators. We made trading cards, as crazy as that may sound. The front side of the trading card has this information, and then the back has the statistics and the summary. Gave some examples of what those trading cards look like, real simple. And I would like for people, if they're inclined, to do more of this kind of thing here, where it's just kind of a caricature and bringing to life some of the tragedies of the leadership of each of those dictators. And then the biography, I'm going to flip through this very, very quickly, so just again, pause if you need to. We will talk more about Noriega when we cover Panama in a couple of days. All of this stuff was taken off of the internet. I did not cite sources, and I am sorry for that. It's just kind of a hit and miss of a lot of different sources, Wikipedia and others. So do as I say, not as I do, and make sure that you cite your sources. And we left it at that. So if you missed today, you did miss a lot.